Welcome back. Let's go ahead and kind of set out what I would like to get accomplished here in 2022. Things are, for some most part, a little straightforward. At least I would like to think so. Like I kind of spoke up before, I'm brushing up on JavaScript. Kind of as a quick recap, I'm picking JavaScript to work with because I can use it to make apps that won't require me to reprogram things again and again and again for each platform I want to put it on, right? iOS, Android, PC, Mac, web, so my first goal with this is to finish this ridiculously huge JavaScript course I have from Maximilian Schwarzmuller. Schwarzmuller. I don't know. I don't speak German, so that's about as good as I can do. So my apologies, Max, for butchering your name. So his stuff so far has been pretty solid. And he covers a lot of the stuff that I want to eventually incorporate anyway. So through the class, there's like a couple of big things that I eventually want to tackle and wanted to tackle learning anyway, which was like Node.js and React. And that should kind of give me the foundations of the stuff I need for making web apps. For kind of any idea that I could have for the most part. And from there, I want to pick up React Native, which is the mobile version of React that lets you kind of port things over to Android and iOS so that they run better than at just, a web page does in a browser. It also makes it able to use hardware, like so cameras and GPS and stuff like that. And then kind of after React Native, probably go into Electron, because Electron.js is kind of used to basically help convert those same React and React Native ideas to desktops. It's not 100% necessary to do, but sometimes I think it's better to have an application you can just download and not have to rely on a constant internet connection to a server to get use out of whatever. So if I look at all these classes I have that are available to me right now that I already own, for all of these topics, you have about 100 hours of video courses to go through. The first JavaScript one, like the more broad course, is about 53 hours. So my goal is hopefully to get through one section of it each week. I don't know how many sections there are, but they're about an hour and a half long-ish. So even if I have just like an hour a day to work on programming stuff, I can spend 2 days of a 5-day work week working on the coursework and get a section done each week, and then have the other 3 days available to kind of build just my own project that uses whatever that section just covered. Just kind of, I don't know. So I don't really expect them to take a really long time, because if it did, that means it's going to take like a whole year to get through 53 hours of stuff. And I don't want to see that happen, but I'm personally hoping to kind of have it all done before the end of April at kind of the latest, at least that first JavaScript class. And in that same time period, I want to be making my first app and getting it out there and actually fully functional. And I do want to cover this sometime soon, but the first thing I kind of looking at doing as kind of a test to hone basic skills is that I want to make kind of a Duolingo style app to help learn to sight read what is called Arubesh. And if you're not as big a nerd as me with the Star Wars stuff, Aurebesh is the like science fiction alphabet that they use in Star Wars to make all of the writing look all alien and stuff and futuristic. It's a silly project, but I think it's a good way to kind of flex the stuff I'm going to be learning and the stuff I'm trying to do, and then kind of from that point, I have a much larger app that I want to work on, that's probably going to carry into 2023 and probably beyond, because it's one of my big ideas. So it's kind of like along the lines of Getting Things Done by David Allen, or Steve Camm's Level Up Your Life and Nerd Fitness stuff. Kind of something to help people and help me sort through all the things you have going on and figure out the things that you really want to do and focus on, and then how to kind of break down and bridge the gaps between those two things, what you want to do and like what you have going on right now. And sometimes to help figure out when it's better to just kind of leave something behind and choose to focus on something else. Obviously, some goals I want to hit here on YouTube. My big goal would be to hit 50 videos over the next year, which is kind of one a week, ideally, which will give me a chance to improve on a kind of consistent basis, which is my goal. Consistent improvement, not just radical improvement. So to work out a plan on how to cover stuff for like periods of time that I know I'm not going to be around for vacation or holidays or whatever. So then kind of the first of my goals that's probably going to get achieved is that I want to form an LLC for the software company for all of this stuff that I'm working on. And it's probably something I'm going to be working on over the next couple weeks, so that it can get in effect as soon as possible, since it's January now. Yeah. Woo. And then lastly, not leastly, if that's a phrase or a word, I want to keep working on my health and fitness, which involves kind of keeping and establishing boundaries between work and it building up and me spending time with my family, making sure I eat not crap, and getting back to working out, which I did this week, after what's apparently like a 3-month break, which sucks. So, yeah, don't take 3 months off working out, just trust me. So yeah, you probably know what I mean. So I have some strength-based goals that I want to try and hit over the next year. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I still have some weight loss goals, trying to get my body fat percentage down, etc., etc. Just get healthier, be lighter, leaner, stronger, good stuff. So anyway, what kind of stuff are you looking to improve over the next year? What big projects do you want to focus on? What little projects are you focusing on right now? Just go ahead and leave something in the comments below and let me know about it, and we can talk about it. If you'd rather talk over on Twitter, you can find me at Chop the Viking. If you want to keep the conversation going, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to do the YouTuber-y algorithm stuff, you can hit the like button. It's probably this way, knowing how these things probably go. And that's probably completely backwards and wrong, so, you know, you can laugh at me. So, yeah, I will talk to you again next week. So until next time, take care. If you'd rather talk over on Twitter, you can find me at Chop the Viking. If you brain fart,